everybody. Welcome. Sorry for the coughing. Rye, entertain them. I'll be right back.
Yes, okay. Oh.
Yeah, fix your kitty cam.
Despite that, but yes.
I'll be right back. Bathroom.
So everybody missed that earlier? Okay, well, you get to wait a minute in silence anyway. Save game. As I wrap up my Civ 6 session with my dad. And yeah, as I was commenting earlier, not only do I need a booster seat, I need like anti-grav for that mug. It's nice, big, large, and from the looks of it, made out of stone. I don't think I can lift that. But I was saying, a minute ago, haha, doodles. We are in Final Fantasy XIV, coming to you live from the Crystal Tower. Or at least as soon as Smudge is back. There we go. Oh, good. For goodness, as the laugh came through the microphone. Yes. For
good, because I was on the other side of the room.
yes, you were. I heard you laugh, but that wasn't through the mic.
Yeah. Hello, Doodles. Hello, Orca. So my chair from Secret Lab came in today. Woohoo! I've noticed people on Discord calling it either the tower or the throne.
Yeah, well.
I kind of like the tower. But it is nice.
Just as long as it's
comfy.
not night at the circus.
Need
you get
more
stuck
popcorn.
In that rave too often already. There we go.
Hey, at least it wasn't the first week of Dawntrail. Oh my god, that was a, a circus. Yeah, when Dawntrail came out, there ended up being a bug with the second to last
buggy
boss.
Bug. Buggy bug.
Yes, it was a buggy bug. In the second to last boss of Circus Tower in the Crystal Tower series. One of his mechanics he'd do is he would ice block like 3 people in the raid and then throw out this huge fire AoE. The way to avoid damage from the fire AoE is to use the ice blocks as line of sight. Otherwise, it's an insta-kill. He was not ice blocking people.
Ooh.
Apparently, it was a hilarious shit show.
Almost as good as Raubon Savage?
Better. Because you didn't have to wait for 3 hours. So yeah, that got fixed fairly quickly. Well, shall we talk to Wuklamot?
Yes. Since I'm obviously not having any of this drink, let's go talk to Clamont.
My only complaint with the chair so far,
Uh-oh.
and I can actually understand it, it's a very minor thing, is it's a little wide for me.
You're the one who got the extra large.
Well, yes, because the extra large is weighted from 175 pounds to 350 pounds.
Yeah, they needed a large.
They did have a large.
And from the looks of it, the sizes were small, regular, and extra large. They didn't have a large in between.
And, I am between that range. I won't say where, but it is not near 175. I'm sorry. I didn't even weigh that in high school. Holy moly.
I don't think I weigh that now.
So it's nice to actually have a chair that it's actually weighted for my weight, which a lot of chairs from the office supply store simply aren't. They max out under my weight limit. But at the same time, it's a little wide. But that's okay.
And that is a serious wheelbase on it.
Yes, it is.
Gained at least 2 inches over the previous chair.
Sorry?
Oh, you're the one who'll be sorry when it's always crashing into things like the air filter.
Yeah, well. Wide wheelbase for a wide load. Okay, Aaronville.
I knew the path led here, but I've never set foot in this village myself.
Alfie?
Everything here is giant-sized, but that structure in the back is on a different scale altogether. A temple of some kind, mayhap.
Chilly air, stout stone construction. If I squint a bit, I might think I was in Ishgard for a moment. Thank the gods, they have an aetheryte. I don't fancy the idea of trudging up that mountain trail a second time. No, you'll get instantly shocked by the altitude change instead. Nice. Okay, Wook. Whew, I think I'm getting used to the air up here.
Yeah, that is quite a pile.
So this is the place for the Lay of Proof, where Papa met the Yokhyoi. Yeah, I honestly think they're similar to... Oh, what was the giant race name that was in Copperbell?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd have to take a look at their model again.
The Hyora Hektai? Or something like that?
I don't know.
And that must be them. I don't think I've ever seen one outside of a picture.
So it is for most Turali. The giants rarely visit the lowlands. Here, in their mountain fastness, they tend to the solemn duty they pledge to undertake in their pact with the Dawn Servant. To watch over the Tural Vidral of Valley Gormanda, and maintain its prison within their temple.
So, in other words, they've got a big scary monster hidden in there.
I sense dungeon, or at least trial.
Dungeon, then trial.
Okay.
That's my guess. Ah, yes. Wilk Lamont has told us about the Tural Verdral, creatures that live far longer than normal and awaken to strange powers.
Indeed. Yet even among these anomalies, Valley Garmanda is unrivaled in strength. It has endured for centuries, bringing catastrophe each time it emerges from its lair. Which, yeah, stop saying things like this. You're putting the gun on the mantle. As you learned in the Lay of Ice, it was Galul Jaja who last managed to imprison the beast, and it has lain dormant in the temple ever since. It's said the building still bears a keeping hole in a ceiling from when Valley Garmanda was lured out inside by Galul Jaja's final ploy. And that looks pretty bad.
I'd like to see this strongest of all Tural Vidral. I wonder what it was like to fight it.
You're probably going to find out. Orlar's Echo was where both the Lay of Proof and the Lay of Ice took place. Does this not suggest we'll be facing 2 feats this time?
That's a question we can ask the Elector once we find him. Or maybe we should flesh out Bukla Jaja first so I can beat my knee. Or maybe we should flesh out Bukla Jaja first so I can beat my keystone out of him.
I don't know, beating in his knees also sounded good.
Identifying the Dawn Servant's Elector should be our priority.
Yeah. We know the other one will show up.
Bukla
When least wanted.
Yeah, he'll come when he... Yeah. I suppose we do have 4 keystones to earn. No matter what we do, the contest will pit us against him sooner or later. Alright, let's seek out the Elector.
Then I suggest we pay a visit to Karyozar the Gracious, or so their temple is called. The Moblins told me that High Luminary Gerfurler is to be found there. If we're to ask someone for information, then he seems a wise choice.
And of course, we're keeping quiet in the fact that we know that this entire trial isn't about the keystones at all.
Nope. Without the keystones, there won't be enough of a test of character.
Mm-hmm.
Stairs and wheelchair accessible, though. I wouldn't want to go up that ramp in a wheelchair. Yes?
There's a joyer?
Before you lies Karyozar the Gracious. See to it that you comport yourself with dignity. Great.
Temple guard.
Who are you? What business have you at Karyozar the Gracious? Well, about that.
Alice? Is it taboo to request entrance to the temple, you think?
If it is, we're gonna break the taboo. Sooner or later. We'll need permission to enter the temple, but I expect it won't be a problem for the third promise. Any problems will be a trial.
While this is certainly an impressive building, it doesn't seem the sort of structure one would build to hold the Tural Verdral.
Well, apparently it wasn't built for it. repurposed. The temple's guards have been watching us most intently. One does not stroll freely into Valigormanda's prison, it seems. One does not simply stroll into the temple.
Uh-huh. Let's see if I can convince the guards to let us through.
Good luck. You'll need it.
I am Luke Lamont, third promise of Tuliolao, and I seek your elector for the right of succession. May I speak with Gerfer Fleur?
A high luminary has granted admittance to the claimants. You may enter.
Huh, that was easier than expected. In we go then.
Okay, good. He's not going to suddenly say everyone else has to stand outside.
I hope not. Sitting on those rock-hard chairs for a couple of days was bad enough.
Yes.
Gods, is that?
Aye, Valigormanda. Well, well, well. Welcome. High Luminary Gerfurler. He is not here at present. I am Luminary Zermurwer.
Is this the Sky Ruin of Valigormanda?
It is. The Tral Vidral, whose name has evoked terror since time immemorial. Even my people, once conquerors of all beneath the sun, were as brittle leaves before Valigormanda's tempestuous power. Then the Sky Ruin descended upon Urkupacha 8 decades ago. The casualty is staggering. Had Galul Jaja and his companions not intervened, we would have been slaughtered to the last.
Okay, so...
Oh, there's a party.
But he just gave us a time period.
Yep.
80 Gulu Jaja and his party came through somewhere about 80 years ago.
Their titanic battle with Valigormanda raged for 10 days and 10 nights. As their foe fought on, tireless and relentless, our heroes were pushed beyond the limits of their endurance. Thus did the head of reason concoct a desperate plan. Galul Jaja tricked the Sky Ruin into losing control of its own ice magics, causing the unwitting Tral Vidral to encase itself in frozen aether.
That's a trick.
Nice trick.
And it's been like this ever since. Nice work, Papa. But what happens if the ice ever melts?
That same question looms large in our minds, for the magic sustaining this prison grow weaker with each passing year. Oh yeah. Valigormanda commands powers of fire and lightning and ice. Some believe that the violence of the recent storm was the result of those energies slipping free. That raging tempest from Valigormanda. Setting future worries aside, you are come to attempt the feat of proof, yes? The High Luminary, chosen the Elector of the Dawn Servant, has left me with instructions for all aspiring claimants. You are to scour our forbidding mountains and find the waiting Gerfurler. That is to be your challenge. Ah, so the search itself is the feat.
You've already spoken with my brothers, yes? I take it?
I have. Their expeditions are underway.
Then we better pick up the pace.
Aye, but we'll need a direction to search it first. Let's see what hints we can gather from the villagers. We're so going to end up fighting that thing.
Oh yeah. Chekhov's gun is on the mantelpiece.
It's a pretty big mantle, too.
Alfie?
As large as the Yokoi are, seeking blindly for one in the expanse of these mountains would be an exercise in futility. We need more information.
Tral Verdal sounds an awful like the auspices at the Far East. Are they the same thing under a different name, do you think? I sense the recent expulsion of a great deal of aether from Valley-Grimanda's prison. The ice will hold but for a few more years, I fear.
No, it's not gonna last that long.
Ernville?
I've encountered many extraordinary creatures in Eorzea and elsewhere, but long has it been since I've felt such an overwhelming presence, like 1,000 dagger points pricking my skin.
Gods, Valley-Grimanda is enormous. I know Papa had his friends with him, but it's incredible he could hold his own against that thing.
For 10 days.
Yeah. Should its prison ever fail, though, we can't expect the old guard to come running. It'll be up to us to save the day.
Stop it.
Yeah, I'll take some of that royal toast, please and thank you. That looks tasty.
Thick sliced bread soaked in a batter of whisked egg and milk, pan-fried until fluffy, and served with a generous drizzle of royal maple syrup.
More like Chekhov's arsenal, Chekhov's attack helicopter, Chekhov's Polaris submarine. Yeah. Okay, he says the same thing. What does Wook say? If we all want to pass this feat, it looks like we're going to have to do more climbing ahead of us. Yes, we will.
Climbing. Always climbing. Yep. The feat of proof. Alphino would share his strategy for information gathering, and note this is a 93.
Yep.
As we've just been informed, the feat of proof requires us to seek the High Luminary Gerfurler somewhere upon these mountains. However, if earlier feats are any indication, we must assume the challenge precludes the Yokoi from answering our questions in a straightforward manner. Thus, I would ask that you pay close attention while attempting to divine Gerfurler's whereabouts. Though the giants may not give us a precise location, there may be clues hidden within their words. Such is my theory, anyway. Let us see what we can discover. You get 'em, Alfie.
Well, there's one right over here. Yagurwar. Hello.
A High Luminary? No, I've not seen him today. Now, let me ask you a question. That Zabral who came out of the temple earlier, is that really the third promise? She seems rather unimposing. Was she meant to succeed the mighty Galul Jaja? Zoralja was far more impressive. He exudes the same sense of indomitable strength as his father.
For Larder.
We live in houses of stone, spacious and sturdy enough for even a group of us to reside in. Yet I fear the doors may be rather too heavy to open for anyone besides us. They do look mighty.
Yeah, no love. Rajujar?
Rajuryar. It's not quite great for it. There's probably some actual translation going on, but I'll bet you they're using basically, repeating sets of syllabics in the Japanese.
Yeah.
We were just discussing the claimants in the right of succession. Though they may be smaller in stature than we, each of them are impressive in their own right.
Glad you agree. Sorry. Tarafar?
Good evening and welcome to Orlar's Echo, home of the Yokoi. I can scarcely remember the last time this village received visitors other than the occasional Pelu merchant.
What do you do here?
Me? Well, most days I make sure everyone in the village gets enough to eat. I've also been charged with welcoming outsiders, as there are scant few among us confident in their command of the common tongue. I do not think myself especially eloquent compared to my neighbors here, but please do forgive us if we mispronounce a word or two.
It is all right, good sir. What do you do here? The other one.
What manner of place is this?
Yeah, what manner of place is this? That's what I meant. Yeah. Yeah.
Orlar's Echo, where the clattering of stone upon stone gave rise to a great mountain. It is where the Yokoi began, and it is where we will one day end. Isolated as we are from the rest of Tural, ours is a homogeneous community. We seek only to live in peace with our ancestors and maintain the ancient stonework they've entrusted to us.
So it sounds like part of the reasons why the Hokoi have kind of retreated after conquering everything is they had something of a genocide happen.
Possible?
There's not many left. Zerbolor.
Tuliolim? No, you're rather farther away than that, I think. As for the High Luminary, I can only guess where he might be. He is warder of the Sky Ruin, but also keeper of the sepulchres, and his duties often take him outside the village.
Aha! Something about the sepulchres.
Yeah.
There's a
First
talkable
clue.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of them.
Zerworker?
I must see to preparing a delicious meal for everyone. Nothing buoys the spirit like a scrumptious repast. Ah, Aaronville. They grow corn here, too. It's a common crop wherever you go, including up north in Zaktural.
You know what that means. We're gonna see the corn servant.
Isn't that a given?
It's more of a given now.
I'm just glad they have more or less modern corn as opposed to its ancestors.
Maize?
Before that.
Ah.
Asking after the High Luminary as well, are you? I know not where to find him, but I do hope you have the opportunity to speak together. He is a great man with a deep reverence for our traditions. These glyphs we carve, for one. He affords them as much value as any treasure we possess. They are records of lives lived. Your arrival, too, I will etch into the stone, that the story of our meeting may endure for untold turnings of the sun. Well, thank you. If you're curious about our ways, then I bid you visit Proof to the northwest of here. It is one of our grave sites. Hey, thank you for that information.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're looking for. Hey, Alfie, any luck?
When you've finished asking around, we can meet back where we started.
Blur blur bar. Blur 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 blur. Blur 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 blur.
Ah, hello there. In case you're wondering, I'm preparing medicine. It so happens I am rather gifted with the delicate and precise process of alchemy. Should you ever be in need of succor, pray come and find me.
Nope, not this way.
Yeah, nothing behind there from the looks of it. Back a key. Okay, merchants.
Ah, there's Cryo!
Indeed.
From what I've seen of them so far, the Hakoi seem gentle and reserved people. Which makes me curious as why they went on a conquer spree.
Yeah, something is not quite adding up.
Okay, we talked to Farlarder.
Yep.
So
Time to go back to where it all started.
the only one we haven't seen has been oh, there's Alice and Wook.
Ah. There we go.
The Akioi are bigger than I imagined. Side by side, they'd make even a Hanu look small.
I have to say they're smaller than I was expecting.
So, Alice, what you think? Is this enough ancient information to tease Y'shtola out from hiding? This wall is covered in Yakoi writing. I wonder what it says. Garhorlor?
I am one well versed in matters of the spiritual and inconceivable, yet even I am unable to foresee the outcome of the rite of succession. I can only pray for continued peace in this land. Pray with all your might, we're gonna need it.
And I think that's everybody.
Looks it. Actually. Heck of an overlook. Oh wow.
Yep.
There's a Yokoi going up the ramp around that tower. This scenery is feeling a lot more natural.
Yeah. Destination.
First things first, was anyone able to coax forth a definite location for the High Luminary?
Nope.
As expected. What, then, of clues or other hints that might point us in the right direction?
I heard that in addition to his usual duties, Gerfurler is also charged with keeping the graves. As did I. The Akoi sepulchres appear to hold a special significance for their culture.
But would it be appropriate for us outsiders to enter into their burial grounds?
I think we'll be okay.
Proof, you say? And he encouraged you to visit this place yourself? Oh, yes. Somewhat emphatically.
Then let's go and take a look. Even if we don't find Gerfurler there, it will give us a chance to learn more about the Yokoi. The gravesite is somewhere to the northwest of here. Well, we can leave from that side of the village for a start, shall we?
This place has amazingly mellow music.
Yes, it does.
Which is currently being interrupted by chocobo music.
Says you.
Yes, I did say.
Hey, Kryle. The others have gone ahead to prove, following the trail west. There are sharp drops everywhere, so we'll all move at our own pace. Some of us are not built for craggy terrain. I thought of getting my bearing from here up... Excuse me. I thought to get my bearings from up here first so I don't stumble off a cliff. Why don't you try and catch up with Ernville? He should be able to point you in the right direction.
Also, daylight might help.
Sure you don't want a
It'll be a
chocobo
while.
ride? Nope, she turned us down. I gave her the offer, though.
Yep.
Ah, there's Alice, eh? Hey, Alice, eh? Not quite enough mountain climbing, but these steep slopes are exhausting enough. Chocobo ride? I've got carriage right here. Free to use. No? Okay, you're lost.
New location.
Ignoring you.
Well, isn't that molten? When did we enter Iceland?
Alfie?
These have the look of homes rather than graves, but would seem long years have passed since anyone living resided here.
Yeah? Hey, Aaronsville.
Take a look at this crater. There is no wood, No trees, not even dried grass, yet the ground still burns. This must be one of the scars left by Valagarmata's rampage, as told by the saga. And 80 years isn't enough? Oh boy.
Aether-infused fire, what can you say?
I'd say we should run out already. The Skyrune's fires are described as eternal, flames that can be quenched by neither storm nor time. And here I thought it a literary embellishment. Yeah. But now I've lost sight of Uklamat. Proof is northwest along the main road, so hopefully she's still heading the right way.
Really, guys? Carotide? Have seats for 2 more? No?
Dash is willing.
Actually, this is Blaze. Dash doesn't like the height oxygen levels here.
Uh-huh. Good location.
So I had to trade out bows.
Well, to tell them apart, maybe you should put a bow on your bow.
Unfortunately, it's not
Location.
like they let me. Yeah, here we are. Patient. Oh, what? Wait.
Hey.
I thought I heard something. And I'm not seeing any side quests. Let's not step on the graves. That's
Yet.
rude. Patient Gravekeeper.
Ah, you've come.
Uthlamut wins again. This was a race. Looks like everyone's here now, so... Greetings, friend. Are you Gerferler?
No, I am not. The High Luminary did, however, task me with providing a lesson on sepulchres to those who came in search of him.
Oh, so we were meant to find our way here after all. And you are to tell us who is buried here?
No one is buried here in the sense you mean. When a body has served its purpose, we consign it to the flames, then scatter its ashes across the peaks. Moreover, we do not conceive of death as others do. For us, a person does not die when their heart ceases to beat, but only when they are no longer born in the hearts of all who know them. This is why we build our sepulchres before age or mishap claims us, that we might etch ourselves into the living chronicle for all eternity. This grave belongs to a good friend. His mortal vessel ended its journey some years ago, but he lives within me, even now. Up there stands my own sepulcher. As long as it exists, so too will I. I will endure in the hearts of those who read my grave glyphs in the same manner my friend does in mine.
Has it always been thus for your people? This conception of existence and death?
Continue along this path to the indelible passage. Behold the history upon its walls, and you may find the answers to your questions. I think that's at least a qualified no.
Then let's do what we do. Your traditions are fascinating, and I'd love to know more.
I thank you for allowing me to share them, for in doing so I will remain in your hearts also. Yes, you will.
Unfortunately, Doodles, I think we forgot, but,
Eh?
but we can always get it later.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Gravekeeper?
Go now to the indelible passage. In its murals is the history my people laid bare. Also, 564 north. So on the other side of the canyon, or whatever. New location. Oh, wait, stop.
Fine.
No running from them. If the hunt target is dumb enough to come charging me, that's his problem. One of two.
I think there's another one up on the hill here.
There's also one over in the other direction.
Hopefully I'm not killing him too fast on you.
I managed range. It's a good thing I'm not melee.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, that was a nutsy proposition.
Yeah, well. Ooh.
Sorrow, intelligible passage. Stoic chronicler.
Cryle? To not only be remembered, but to live on inside the hearts of others. If it's possible, then grandfather surely lives on inside me. 'Tis a comforting thought.
Look at these splendid murals. They appear to depict 4 different scenes.
We will take a look in just a second.
Uh-huh.
I get the feeling they were expecting us.
You think? I've never spoken with the Yokoi before, and I had no idea they had such a philosophy on life and death.
And the chronicler?
I've been waiting for you. Yes, no doubt you
Ah,
have.
here we are.
Yeah. Also, Vera Verger. This is the indelible passage. It is our duty to safeguard the murals left behind by our ancestors, and we take many measures to ensure the beasts of the wild cannot draw near them.
So there's at
Yeah.
least 2. There should be 4 total.
And I've only seen 2 myself. Oh, wait. There's one further up. Yeah, they're both high up. One of them I can't really get a camera angle on. There we go. Oh, that doesn't look good.
Oh,
Time to trip the cutscene?
yes. Hello, a fellow Hello, a fellow we met at Proof suggested we come here.
Yes, the High Luminary commanded that I watch for your arrival. As the chroniclers of our people, it has ever been my family's duty to pass on the teachings of the murals from generation to generation. Excuse me.
They really are magnificent, and together they tell the tale of your people's history?
They are the events which shaped us. I would share them with you ere you continue on your way.
Please, I would love to hear all about it.
Then I will begin. This first mural depicts a time more than 1100 years ago, an age of great prosperity for the Yokoi. Blessed with size and strength unmatched by other peoples, our ancestors marched forth and brought much of Dawntrail under their dominion. Then, when all before them had been conquered, they turned their gaze northwards, seeking to expand their territory and power. Here we see the expedition to Dawntrail. Unable to cross the strait by ship, our forefathers set to building a bridge to the northern lands, a grand labor which consumed the greater part of a century. Zorgor the Boundless, we still make use of that bridge that's Huklamat.
Ah, you're right. Zorgor the Boundless. We still make use of that bridge in Tuliolal for travel. I can't imagine the patience and dedication it took to complete a work of that scale. But I've never heard of any Yokoi living in Dawntrail. What happened to the ones who went north?
Look upon this next mural, and behold the answer.
The scene suggests that many giants perished all at once. What manner of enemy could have repelled their invasion?
A foe unnamed and unseen. When the expedition pushed forth into Dawntrail those 1,000 years ago, its soldiers were felled by disease.
Some terrible illness?
No virulent plague or newly risen blight. For the local Tonawata and Shitona, it was but a mild affliction of the sort that comes with the turning of the seasons. What manifested for them as slight fevers and coughs, however, proved deadly to our people. Out of every 10 Yokoi who joined that northern campaign, 9 succumbed to the infection. Those who survived continued to suffer, finding it difficult to sire offspring. I've heard of this before. Lacking in inherited resistance, visitors to distant lands can fall deadly ill to diseases that a local might shrug off. These events might also have given rise to the practice of cremation rather than the burial of mortal remains.
Good way to keep it from spreading.
Exactly. This final mural depicts the return of our grieving brethren to Urkopacha. The reason they first left, why they had fought so long and pushed so far, was to ensure peace for our homeland. This undertaking began in ancient times, when our forebears learned they shared the continent with peoples unalike to us in appearance or custom. They feared invasion was inevitable. Rather than meekly await their fate, they decided to strike the first blow. Yet as they fought on and on, the old idea of peace drifted further and further away. Only after the disaster in Dawntrail and their withdrawal to the mountains did they come to understand. The peace we envisioned had been ours for the taking all along. It was here, in this place which birthed us, here, in the stones upon which we recorded our days, here, in this tranquil life we had traded for conquest and conflict.
When you do nothing but fight, it can blind you to what's right before your eyes.
And so, we return to the present. I trust you found this brief history of our people enlightening.
I'm always glad to learn more of my fellow Torali, how you've lived until now, and how you wish to live from now on.
Then, I believe you're ready to proceed. The High Luminary bids you meet him upon the summit of Wokor Zormor.
I had a feeling we'd end up scaling that big old mountain. Well, it's a feat worthy of the name.
Follow the trail south of here to begin your ascent, but be wary. Beyond the entryway, the mountainside is home to ferocious beasts, both mundane and otherwise.
We'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the warning and the lesson. Finally, we know where we're going. To the top of Wokor Zormor.
And where else would we be going?
Uh-oh. We're not going anywhere!
Ow.
Side quests.
Uh-oh.
Side quests.
Oh no!
First, Mr. Stoic Chronicler.
Your genuine interest in our history is refreshing. Yeah, did the others give you the brush off?
I
Except
think
for
they
maybe the
did.
Scions.
Kona probably listened.
Yeah. Do note we're coming up on 11.
I know.
Okay. Putting out fires. Virvarger has just filled his vials with warding water. You there. By my reckoning, you look to be precisely the sort of seasoned warrior we need right now. Not far from these ruins, there are craters where the heat of Valagormanda's scorching devastation yet lingers, directing swarms of elder flints. If left unchecked, these rock-like creatures will feed on the flames there until they explode. A gathering of flints could incite a chain reaction with greater potential for harm. Normally, we stamp them out on sight, but they have begun to multiply faster than we can rout them, and we are regrettably short-handed. Thus did I devise a means to impede their proliferation. Would you weaken the elder flints swarming the craters and sprinkle this warding water on them? If it's not too much to ask, of course.
Not at all. We do this type of shite all the time.
And for once, it's not shite. Because there's been a fair amount of that this expansion.
Yes, well... Oh dear, are you okay, good sir?
Pause off that pigment. The injured Yokoi appears to be languishing in pain. Not sure I'd call it languishing. A moment if you would, visitor. You see, I was en route to deliver pigment for Orlar's Echo to Sentinel just ahead. But fool that I was, I let my guard down, and when monsters attacked, I had no choice but to flee for my life, abandoning my rations and even my precious cargo. The beast can have the food for all I care, but that pigment is essential for the repair of our cave murals. This I has... Oh, I beseech you, go and retrieve the jar of pigment I left behind near the sunken stars.
And the other two quests are off to the left. Let's at least poke at these. We can run slightly over time, but not by much.
Yeah.
Hello, big and ugly. In Rift, you're not getting out of this one.
Work.
Ah, there's the destination.
Destination. Oh, goody.
And sprinkle him with water.
Squirting water. Lake from Carvarher, the first used by Yukoi to repel monsters. One of 3.
Actually, it looks like down this way.
Fires that don't go out. That is a problem.
Yeah.
Location.
We're probably gonna have to take the tree. Yeah, we're taking the tree.
Well, he's certainly trying to take us. Or fool him. He didn't last as long as he had.
And it looks like it's actually up on the ridge.
Eh.
Yep, there it is. No sign of rock-like
No
monsters.
sign. Okay then. You're off by the trees. The trees.
And this one's up top as well.
Ow.
I help.
Probably. He didn't. Oh, that shut him up. Despite it all, my draw distance does seem to leave something to desire and be desired.
Sorry. Up, jar of pigments. The pigment of our imagination.
Yes. Thank you, Tom Wom.
Okay. Do we want to pick up the other two since we're closer to them? Or just drop these off and then retreat back to,
I think drop these off. Probably should have. Well, we've caught up on level, so.
These two sink down, so if we want to...
I know. Yeah, I can do it for turning, I suppose.
If they'll let you. Sometimes they sink it to whatever level you took the quest at.
Looks good. You went right by him.
Sorry, good sir.
The pain has receded in the time you were away, if only a little. Have you found the pigment?
Yep. Right
Jar
here.
of pigment. This pigment is essential for repainting faded cave murals. Yes, this is it. Full glad am I to see it again, with nary a crack in the jar. This will be of great use to the repair efforts. These particular murals are shielded from the sun and other elements. They still fade with time, and so require regular upkeep. Yeah, you need better light-fast materials. I had intended to take part in the repairs myself, but I'm afraid I must first tend to my wounds at Sentinel.
You do that, good sir.
Forgive me. I thought I would observe your progress from a safe distance, but I see now that my plan was a success. You see, our warding water is collected from the sacred depths of Karvarher the First. It has the power to greatly diminish fire energy stored within an elder flint. Subsequently, those imbued with water don't explode so much as fizzle out. In this way, only the comparatively less dangerous creatures will be allowed to multiply safely. So long as we continue our regular exterminations, we need no longer live in fear of large-scale explosions. Now, please accept a small payment for your assistance. I take cash, credit, and XP points.
Let's head back to town. It's a little bit of a drive, but... Blaze can handle it.
Oh, good. Okay, then. One of the side quests. The Might Be Giant.
Oh dear.
Well, they have good taste in bad jokes.
A band that got popular because of Tiny Toons.
What better way to get popular?
They're actually a good band, so no complaints.
Yes. Also popular because of a writer's strike.
Yeah.
Ghostwriters in disguise.
I see what you did there.
It was a Smothers Brothers bet. Because in their short-lived revival, the writer's strike happened during it, so
Right.
one night they introed with Ghostwriters in disguise. You know, they had this nice big chorus of presumably writers all in funny nose and glasses.
Bound to happen sometime. Oops. They have too many stairs that go nowhere.
GNDN?
Yeah, goes nowhere, does nothing.
back to the ale I can't lift.
Sorry.
I
And
don't think you're
unfortunately,
doing much better.
yeah, well. Quick! Assume a pose. We're gonna be stuck like this until, Monday.
Yes!
Actually, not true. Tomorrow we're gonna be back in Mordona.
Yeah.
Or
Or
Quarry
something.
Mill. Something like that.
Take your pick.
You all have a great evening. Thanks so much for coming along. Again, we will be back tomorrow night for more Deep Dungeon fun. Eureka Orthos if we see a mysterious Talon. If not, it's back to Palace of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Until then, be safe, be well, get a good night's sleep, and we will see you next time.
Yes, everyone have a great night. Glad to have you